everyone, and welcome to my second video on how to crochet. On the first video I showed you how to hold your hook, how to wrap your yarn around your fingers to hold it, and how to do a chain, which I have chain 8 here. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a half double crochet. It's super easy, just a couple of things that change. You're going to wrap your yarn around your hook like so, like if you were doing a chain, and you're going to skip the first chain. This is the first chain from the hook. Skip 1, 2, and you're going to go through the second loop right here, this one right here. You're going to go through it. Okay, and now you have 3 right here with your chain. You're going to wrap your yarn around, go through that first chain, and now you have 3 little loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your yarn around, go through all 3 of them, and that's how you do a half double crochet. Again, you're going to wrap your yarn around, okay, go through that loop, the next one, wrap your yarn around, go through that chain. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but when I wrap my yarn, I actually hold it down with my thumb. That will keep it from, getting out of your crochet hook. So if you want to do that, you can do that. It works really easy for me and makes my half double crochets or any stitch that requires me to wrap my yarn around my crochet hook easier. So you can hold it down with your thumb and then go through the workspace and then wrap your yarn around, go through the chain. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3 loops. Again, wrap your yarn around, go through the workspace, wrap your yarn around, go through the chain, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3 loops. Again, wrap your yarn around, go through the next workspace, wrap your yarn around, go through the chain. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3 loops. Okay. Again, wrap your yarn around, go through your workspace, wrap your yarn around, go through that chain. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3. And then the last one, wrap your yarn around, go through that chain, wrap your yarn around, go through that little loop. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3. Now this is the second thing that changes from the single crochets to the half double crochets. And you're just going to wrap your yarn around and you're going to chain up 2. You're going to wrap your yarn around, go through that little loop, wrap your yarn around, go through that little loop. So you have 2. That's what is called a chain up 2. So if your project says chain up 2, then this is what it means. You're going to have to chain up 2 here. Okay, now you're going to skip this one, this first workspace, because this counts as our half double crochet. Sometimes the project doesn't tell you to do that. Sometimes it tells you to go into the work. But usually we're just practicing our half double crochets. So we're going to skip that one. We're going to wrap your yarn around, go through the next workspace right here, go through it, wrap your yarn around, go through that workspace. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, go through all 3 loops. Okay, again, wrap your yarn around, go through that workspace. There you go. Wrap your yarn around, go through the chain. You have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn around and go through all 3. And that's how you do your half double crochets on the second row. Again, wrap your yarn around, go through your workspace, which, remember the first video, it's the little chain up here on top. You just insert your crochet hook straight through on that little workspace right here. You go straight through both and you wrap your yarn around and you pull it through. You have 3 hoops in your crochet, and then you just wrap your yarn around and go through all 3. Okay, we're going to work all the way to the end. Again, I'm just going to work 2 rows. If you think you need more practice, you can continue on. Just turn your work around and work on the same way you did on your second row. And then the last one, wrap your yarn around, go through the workspace, wrap your yarn around, go through that chain. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, Go through all 3, okay? If you want to continue on working on your half double crochets, the only thing you're doing is the same thing you did over here in the beginning of the chain, which is chain up 2, turn your work around, skip that 1, and then again wrap your yarn around and go to the workspace right here. Okay? That's all you're going to be doing. Sorry. Go through all 3. Okay? But again, I'm going to stop here on the second one so that I can show you again how to close your work. You're just going to cut the yarn and then just going to pull on that little string all the way through. And you're going to hold your little knot down and you're just going to pull that yarn out so it can touch all the way to the end of your work, and that's how you close it. And that's how you do your half double crochets. Now stay tuned, because in the next video I'm going to show you how to do your double crochets.